Discord that I started up with a fellow Warlock YouTuber, the Akalon, and a lot of you may know this guy, Pyromancer Sargeras. Two really, really awesome people, which is really nice. What I wanted to talk about was really this in particular. My goal with setting up this Discord was not to overthrow the uh, Council of the Black Harvest. I have no reason to worry about those guys. What I do worry about, I should say, um, what I do hope doesn't happen is, this is weird putting into words. Okay, I don't want any trouble starting from the Council of the Black Harvest. I've got several members from there, well, at least a couple members, mainly through Tibbles and Terran. Terran's a pretty chill guy. And if you aren't familiar with Terran's videos, I will put a link in the description below, so you can go check him out. He's got some good content. Basically, my Discord is I wanted to make it a community that's less toxic and that's more welcoming of new players, or even players that are new but don't want to have to basically be shat on in the other Discord, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of wonderful information to find out on the Council of the Black Harvest. A lot of wonderful information, and I still have a lot of respect for people like Not and Taze, for example. They do a lot of wonderful work for the community. That being said, it's unfortunate that such a wonderful tool is, I guess the best way of putting this is, not used as effectively as it could be. And I've always found people learn better when they have other revenues to look for information. So, for example, like Icy Veins is a wonderful source of information, albeit sometimes a little inaccurate, or hasn't been updated recently. But that's aside the point. What the point is, and again, if you have any of y'all have any questions, feel free to put them in chat, and I'll get to you as I go. I really can't stress this enough. I really want this Discord to succeed, and I don't want anyone getting overthrown or stepped on. But, like, if I look through this right here, I've lost a couple members, but people come and go. But I have 93 members, not counting bots, which is really nice. Again, I really want the Discord to succeed. Like, if you go down through here, I do own the server. So, there's just a lot of wonderful people. Like, I do some writing for Ask Mr. Robot. Like, I haven't updated a blog in a while because not a lot's changed. But I do maintain a blog for Ask Mr. Robot for the Warlock. In fact, early in the expansion, there was a little debacle between Affliction on the site with Haste versus Mastery, and I actually helped clear up a lot of problems with that. Mainly through Terry, of course. Really actually kind of, like, because for a while I assumed all Warlocks were using Haste, which was kind of shitty, but anyway. Again, I will be putting I will be putting some stuff in this description below, so that'll always be good. Alright. So, I will be putting a link to the Discord, which I'll be putting the link in general. So, that's what we have. The link won't expire. It won't expire anytime soon, so feel free to click on that. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to click on that link. I'll split you in general channel. I usually am in the Discord most of the time, so if you have any questions, just feel free to hop in general where I am, and I'll be just, I'll just be very glad to help you out. Like, it's no trouble to me. All right. So I want to get a link to the Accolon's Discord, as well as not Discord, but servers.
It's like you're doing so much damage.
Excuse that. That was the stream flying. All right. And Pyromancer. All right. Again, if y'all have any questions, please just feel free to hit me up in the comments, and I'll be glad, again, to help any of y'all out. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say unless some questions start flooding in. Okay. Also, you may have noticed that this Discord's dabbling in more than just Warlock, because a lot of people play other classes. So some of the classes that we've been dabbling into are S-Priest and Mage in particular. I'm not the best for Mage, but I do know Fire still favors crit, because I usually play Fire. Basically, these are the talents I usually run with Mage. They could be completely wrong, but these are the ones that I've had the most success with, because Pyromaniac, it has a higher variance from pole to pole, but it has a potential for good RNG streaks, and that's where the talent shines, because you can just get back-to-back Pyroblasts. Conflagration is very consistent all the time, and Firestarter is a good, solid choice for progression fights once you get the Tier 24 piece. It really depends on your playstyle, because all the 15 talents are pretty valuable. As far as level 30 goes, Shimmer is literally the best option you have. Tier 45, really have three options. Mirror Image for a single target, yada yada yada. We will be working on Frost and Arcane. We have a guy actually that just covered Frost. It's Bearclaw. Really chill, really nice guy. Yeah, he kind of actually volunteered to talk about the mage. Other than that, like, Ask Mr. Robot, this is a channel that hasn't had anything done to it yet, sadly. Demonology, I haven't had the chance to do much with it as well, but the Demonic Calling meme build is ultimately this, because, like, Demonic Calling is pretty fun, but generally the meme build you're going to want is Shadowy Inspirations, Dreadstalkers, IDS, Power Trip, and Soul Conduit. For Destruction, oh, this is a funny one that we found. Relics having a chance to be bind on equip, meaning you could potentially make millions off a relic, and that's insane. Also, I have Mr. Meeseeks in this Discord. Yeah, I had to get that joke out somewhere. I can't think of anything. While I wait for questions, I can always just walk people through a character sheet or play Final Fantasy while we're alive, just to completely break the ice. Then again, I could always just play Eve. It's always a fun one. Alright, let's do this shit. Okay, there we are. It's been a long time since I played this fucking thing. Oh, an art gallery. No, I'm afraid I don't remember anything. This is a good little, somewhat horror game. It's more of a puzzle game, survival horror, really. So we're gonna poke around in here. Also, before I forget this, I think there's something like if you go through the game at like the final stage, the new game class, but Gary's in the party, you can't actually get the fourth ending. Alright. Again, I can sit here for a while, but not seeing any activity in the chat, so I'm just gonna kind of close it now. So the only thing I could really cover is the field crafting stream section, which, if a lot of you aren't familiar, it's the video, well, the stream that Act 1 Pirates Are Nice just sat down. A lot of people, it's still a good video. It's just us, really. We didn't have a plan when we made that. We just sort of winged it, and it turned out okay. It turned out better than what I thought. That's the main thing I wanted to make this video, like, is just encouraging even the people in this Discord to really just post a question in the field crafting section. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, I'd love to answer your guys' questions, and like, some of them are really good, and I'd love to get to that on the next stream if whenever Aquilon and Pyromancer have the time, of course. Other than that, nothing I can really think of, sadly. I can provide a link to my blog, and just give you anything else. Like, for example, let me find it here. There it is. Okay, I can give a link to my blog. Alright. Again, I haven't made posts on this in a little while, so forgive me on that. Again, uh, the last thing I wanted to do is to make sure you, if you feel like it's like, subscribe, and if you want to support me on Patreon, you're always more than welcome. I can't stress enough how important that is. Money is really important because it allows me to, like, get stuff I need out to you. So, I think that's all I had to say, really. But again, just alright. I think that's all for now. Peace.